What up, everybody? It's your boy Leo coming to you from the bird section. This is one of those rare occasions where I I feel like I'm being forced to say something, but I'm not being forced to say something. I'm actually You know what? No, force is not the right word. I am choosing to go there today. This is by choice because I'm having a good time. And unlike, you know, the individual or individuals who are at the core of this, I like to put an address on things because the one thing I don't want is I don't want my viewers in a constant state of I don't know, meaning who are you talking to? What are you talking about? So I want to put an address on who this is going out to because to be honest with you, you know, I've got Uncle Ruckus problem. Let me show you. Lord have mercy. Here we go. This is Uncle Ruckus, y'all. Okay. And Uncle Ruckus has got a lot to say. And I'm gonna do Uncle Ruckus a solid. Why don't y'all go on over to Momo's rants? Go ahead and sub up and everything like that so you can see because that's what he wants. This is what he wants. He needs the exposure and everything like that. But I don't think he's gonna like this kind of exposure. So let's get into where I'm coming from and how I ended up here. Check this out, y'all. This is Uncle Ruckus.
I want to talk about something that was said on a certain person's
He's talking about
contact creator. So I'm trying to be nice. I'm going to go in on this person. Some people call him Leonard. I'm gonna call him Lily or Lizzie.
Or Lizzie.
Because that's what he act like.
Oh, because I act like a Lily or a Lizzie.
I'm just if you got a problem with another content creator, and that's all you got to do for your content is bring in another person significant other, you're a weak motherfucker. Period, blank, and bump.
Now, let me put some color to that, okay? Because again, he's not really providing much of a comment. I did not bring in any content creator's wife, and I just want to be clear because he does say this, I do not, and the other content creator he's talking about is Lloyd McAfee over at the Next Level Sports Lounge and his wife. So I just want to say, I have never spoken to his wife on the phone. I've never spoken to him, to Lloyd, on the phone. I do not have their phone numbers. I do not have his wife's cell phone number. I do not have Lloyd's cell phone number. I've never had it. Okay. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that because the messaging that he's putting out here, he says, you'll hear. I just wanted to make sure I get that point out.
I love my boy Drew. I love my boy Drew.
Me too.
I fuck with you.
Me too.
But Drew, I can't stand for the bullshit that you allowed to happen on there. You know that, man. You should have stepped and said, "Hey, man, let's keep it man to man." He wants to talk about men shit, men that, and men this. You don't disrespect another person significant other. Now, that's the weak side of a man that has to do that. And then confront the woman through text and don't allow person come up and state her opinion, and you got the ball in your court, and you do what you got to do, because all that don't mean nothing.
So what he's saying again, that's why you hear through text and everything like that. I've never done that. I've never like I said, I don't have her cell phone number or her husband's cell phone number. I've never spoken to them on the phone. I've never texted with them. So just want to make sure we got that part clear.
You could come at me, talk about me bad, do all you can. I'm just saying it was out of line. Any male that was up there didn't check him on that panel, Y'all some weak motherfuckers.
Remember that, okay? Remember those words.
I said it, and I said, "Hey, Rhonda," like that. So, hey, everybody. Hey, Mustang Logan. Look, hey, Troy. I'm just being honest because when you go after a man, significant other, you show me that you really are a bully and a weak ass son of a bitch that's on got to go on, Lily. That's you, Lily. Because you not real men don't do that. If you got a problem with somebody, it's a sports. It is a sports. Y'all talking sports. Don't bring another person, significant other, into the mix because what you saw, let that shit marinate and go away. People was in their feelings, and any male that was up there
Mm.
and allowed that to happen, y'all was wrong. And ain't the principle. Y'all know it was wrong. Y'all stood bad and allowed this arrogant piece of shit.
Mm.
I'm ex-military. He's
I don't think he
ex-military.
was military.
We don't do that
For
shit.
valor.
I don't do that shit. Women should be protected at all costs.
Okay. Let's play that part again.
I don't do that shit. Women should be protected at all costs.
Okay. That's enough of that. All righty. Women should be protected at all costs. I went after someone's wife. Okay. So you guys might be wondering, what the hell is he talking about? Leo, what's going on? What happened? So I'll say this. There was a few nights, well, like a week ago, maybe, or a little while ago. My man Rob A was, on the Next Level Sports Lounge, and the host again, and I'm only saying this because I got to put addresses to everything. Uncle Ruckus there likes to talk around it. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm gonna just be direct. So the host's wife hops on, right, and proceeds to tell everybody that this is her husband's dream. If you can't be nice, you're then don't come here, and said okay, and then told everybody it was her husband's dreams, and then proceeded to shut the thing down. She shut the whole thing down, and all those guys on there was like, so I said, oh shit, this was a mass castration. She castrated her husband and his friends in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, then as we're talking about it, right? Because I'm showing a clip and everything like that on my page, on my channel. At this point, I'm on the bird section and we're discussing it, laughing. And Rob A actually comes in, and we're discussing it. I'm telling him I felt so bad for him. I'm sorry that happened. Rob A's giving his take on the whole thing because that was his first time on that channel. So he had no idea what he was walking into. He had no clue. One guy was on there, telling lies. Like he said that he called me by my first name and then his life was threatened. And then also told everybody he needed a man with sensitivity, so it was like it was just one thing after another. Like, and the moment, and mind you, I got like in that conversation on the Next Level Sports Lounge. uh I wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when his wife did that or whatever, I wasn't even on the panel and I wasn't in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But the host, Lloyd, decides to pull my name out of the air to make a point with Eagles Drew. And so I got pulled into it. So I caught strays not even being there. And he pulled my name out and then that's when the floodgates opened. All because Eagles Drew said, if you put Dak Prescott ahead of Jalen Hurts when building the team, that's some clown shit. and they thought he called somebody a clown. So it went nuts. All right. So, and they went off. Okay. So I'm talking about that whole exchange on my channel. You know what I'm saying? We're live. And while we are live, Lloyd's wife hops into my chat. She hops into the chat and proceeds to flex. She decided to, what she wanted to do was she wanted to assert some kind of authority. Like she came in on some authoritarian type thing. Like she, and I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like you should have never came here. You should have never went on your husband's show. You should have never did that in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you actually came to the bird section and thought that you could just exercise some sort of authority. Of course, on the Next Level Sports Lounge, you are upper management, the boss lady, whatever the hell it is they call you. But on the bird section, she came in as a Karen, okay, and tried to do Karen shit, like talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, the number one thing about the bird section, if you come there, if you talk your shit, but don't be surprised when someone says something back. So, of course, I responded in kind because you on my channel. And let's be clear, she came to my channel. I didn't come to her channel. I did not call her like he's suggesting or whatever, but this is my channel. That's what he thinks. Okay, so then you got Uncle Ruckus, and he makes this whole video up, and he says, you saw how I've paused it. He says, women should be protected at all costs. So here's where I'm at with it. If that's the case, because you said it, Uncle Ruckus or Momo, Uncle Ruckus, you know what I'm saying? Then if women have to be protected at all costs, then here's my pushback to you and everybody on the Next Level Sports Lounge and the whole 9 yards. Before Lloyd's wife showed up and shut everything down, about 20 minutes prior to that, 20, 30 minutes prior to that, another woman was on there. And she told everybody, you and everybody else in the whole world, that I'm sorry, I'm getting these messages. She told you, Uncle Ruckus, and the whole world that there was a man who is abusing her, mentally and physically abusing her and her son. Okay. Now, on the Next Level Sports Lounge, they spend an enormous amount of time letting people know that they are a family. We are family. We built something special. We family. Okay. That's the word that they keep throwing out. And I'm okay. If you're family, then how is it possible, Momo, that you are more angry with me for responding to someone's spouse who came to my channel to flex? She had her husband and her husband's friend's balls on her gun belt looking to collect more. And I sent her ass right on back to wherever the fuck she came from. Okay. Back to the Next Level Sports Lounge. Okay. But how is it possible that you are more angry about that than you are about someone who is mentally and physically abusing a family member and her son? So if y'all family, you're building this family, and Uncle Ruckus Momo says that women should be protected at all costs, then here's my challenge. You and everybody that's on the Next Level Sports Lounge are not allowed to talk to me until you handle that situation with your family member. What y'all gonna do about that? Because that to me seems to be the higher priority. Yet, none of y'all saying anything. So what y'all do? Did y'all hop in the car and go over there and whoop that dude's ass who's physically and mentally abusing that woman and her son? That's Randy's daughter. And she said he took her away from her dad. So family, y'all supposed to be, let's go. You know what I'm saying? What y'all do? Did you start a GoFundMe page to help her situation? Did y'all, like I said, Momo, did you hop on a plane, and fly on down to wherever the hell they live at and get in the car and get everybody up and go jump the dude? What y'all do? Did y'all handle that situation with old boy? And until you bring me a receipt or show me something that says, as a family, you all handle that situation, don't you dare come talking to me, especially when you telling everybody just now that women should be protected at all costs. Okay, then put your money where your mouth is and go show us, instead of being big man Uncle Ruckus on the internet and then totally ignoring the fact that a family member told you and everybody else in the world that there was a man mentally and physically abusing her and her son, and he took her from her daddy, who's supposed to be family. Okay? We're talking about someone who's being mentally and physically abused, a woman. Okay? A woman. She came on there and told all of you so again, Momo, I'm holding you to your word. You said you were prior military. I doubt it, but you said you were prior military. Fine, no problem. Then do the honorable thing. It's an integrity check. Let's do that. This is an integrity check. So I am pulling I'm pulling your bitch card, because to be quite honest with you, until you do something about that, until that whole situation is handled, because that was what was brought on the internet for everybody to see. In terms of feeling some kind of way, you should be feeling more of a way about what's happening to your family member than you are about me. Okay? Because this is you think you have some sort of an authority over what happens at the bird section. Oh, go handle that. So before you can say anything, and this is going to be my first response, because I'm not talking to you, I'm not doing anything. The moment you have something to say, you gonna let me know. First question I have is, did you handle that, or were you just talking? I want everybody to hold Momo to his words. Remember, y'all, I just played it for you, so you heard it from his own mouth. Women should be protected at all costs. Okay, cool. Go handle that. How was that handled? Because that's more of a, because you saw it. You said you saw it. You know what I'm saying? You said you watched it. So that means you saw a homegirl tell everybody that she was being mentally and physically abused by a man. And you said all women should be protected at all costs. So go handle that. Don't you ain't got shit. You cannot talk to me about what happened on my channel until you first handle that whole situation. Until that, I don't hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear a damn thing. You can't come on my channel. You know what I'm saying? You cannot come on my channel. You and everybody from the Next Level Sports Lounge are not allowed to come to my channel until you first handle that situation with your family member. You see, words matter, okay? If you're such a family and you've got each other's back, tell us what you did to handle that situation. How'd y'all handle that? Or did you? And if you didn't, then you just talk. And it's just this is an integrity check, and you just failed. So handle it. I'll see y'all later, right back here on the bird section. Oh, peace. The bitch assness from the Next Level Sports Lounge and Momo's rants is ridiculous.